on taxiway, on taxiway, on taxiway, on taxiway. On taxiway, on taxiway. Approaching 15 left. On runway 15 left.
Okay guys, we're beginning our descent into Honolulu. Of course we're doing a flight from Baghdad to Honolulu, which it may not have been obvious because I started this with the microphone off deliberately, because this flight has actually taken almost 24 hours. So Baghdad to Honolulu with an MD-11. And also we're going to begin deploying speed brakes. This is a FedEx MD-11, of course. Those are surprisingly small flaps. Flaps, spoilers. Wait. Alright, this side of the aircraft, the texture hasn't loaded for some reason. Seriously, it's only half textured, so we'll just watch everything from this side. Why has... I'll just cycle through the views. I don't know why that happened. But okay, we'll just say that's how it's painted or something, I don't know. How are we doing in terms of speed? Right, I believe a bit more. If there's an FMC that actually doesn't do anything. 4 times speed. yeah, not the best. What's... No, I can't turn that on, I guess. Alright, okay. Boom, boom. Pause. Okay, sim right now. Yeah, we definitely just need to watch from this side. Is it... Yeah, the tail is texture set. I don't know, I guess it's a glitch. Right, 17,000. Vertical speed, 3,000 feet per minute. Oh, oh. Does that actually deploy the... Ah, it does. Huh. There we go. We'll cause the engines to spill up a bit. So, the MD-11 is basically a lengthened version of the DC-10. Also, the tail fins, the horizontal stabilizers, are actually smaller than on a DC-10, and therefore this has a higher approach speed than almost any... Well, it has the highest approach speed of any aircraft currently in use. 82 miles west, heading 125, runway 8 right. No, yeah, heading 125. Son of a... Yes, heading. There we go. Oh, so that is an interesting winglet design, to say the least. Yeah, the ground spoilers are slightly deployed. N604FE. If you wish, go on to flight radar 24. Check if that is an actual FedEx aircraft that is still in use. FedEx still uses DC-10s. DC-10s. Come on, my voice went weird. Right, 17,000. I believe that is the end we're going for there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now we're about to level off anyway, so sim rate normal, acknowledge, heading 95. So just quickly world, open up map view. Now that's right, that's where. So which one's 8 right is what I'm trying to figure out. That's 22 right, 26 right. Those are some water runways. 8 right, so we're going to land on that runway. Okay. Just 11. That's our cost. Yeah, I don't know why. Earlier in the flight this was fine. Right, descend and maintain. 11,000. Vertical. Oh, come on. There we go. And acknowledge the handoff. You know, that's even bugging me out. Why? We'll just say we're saving money on the paint. Maybe it was because hold on. Aircraft, select aircraft. Close, close. Maybe if I reselect it? I don't know. I'm kind of hoping things just work out. If this thing loads, of course. If it doesn't load, there we go. Okay. So that should just reload it. Huh. Didn't exactly work. Right. Is everything still in the same setup? Yes, it is. Everything... Oh, right, now spoilers are retracted. That's okay, though. That's easily remedied. Oh, jeez. I didn't want to do that. There we go now. Sim rate 4. But landing will be external view because it's just easier for me. And I'm the one flying the bloody thing. Acknowledge pause option sim rate. Heading 65. And this flight was in real time, except, you know, up to now. And this is real weather and all. Pause. Wait, that was the heading I just had. Really? Knowledge, boom, boom. Go back to heading 95. No, not that. 95. Hold on. Options or world map? So hold on. If I'm just... What am I doing? If I'll be flying out there, so I need to turn there, and then there, and that's confusing. Like, really confusing. Very, 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 very confusing. But currently there are, you know, at this point in time, all DC-10s/MD-11s are in cargo use. Yeah, I thought landing you were up. So what's that mean? Oh, wait, pause. Options. Sorry, I know I'm doing this a lot, but okay. Acknowledge altimeter. I think that should be altitude. Oh, 2000. Oh, come on. Come on. June, Honolulu. Approach, acknowledge. 3000. There we go. June, contact. I'm just making sure we don't fully extend those. Yep. 10,003. Right, we're close enough. Landing lights and nose lights on. Seriously, that's just weird. Ah, my nose. I don't know why that happens, but... Okay, don't tell me it's going to stay like this. Okay, good. Flaps position degrees 0, position 0, gear up. Total fuel 85%. Okay. That's because, you know, I don't have unlimited fuel at the moment, so I have to just keep adding fuel. Which I did during the flight at several intervals. And we'll call it aerial refueling. There we go, now... Oh, whoops, I moved the thing. Acknowledge and... Come on, sod off. Heading 20. I think we might actually be side-slipping a bit. Because look, I don't think we're just turning. I think we're kind of turning and also kind of sliding. That's what a side-slip is. We'll just wait for this aircraft to level out a bit before. There we go. Just... How close are we to... Alright, from here on out I will be doing this in real time. Because, man, as you can see, we're... Sorry, right in front of us is the island, but... Alright, turn left heading 350. Actually, no, I lied. I just get bored. So, once it says you're at 20-something miles, or that, basically once they give us approach clearance, I'm going to do it real time. So, that's when we'll spool back to 175 knots. Huh? Is that rain? Pause. Sim rate normal. Yeah, that's rain. Heading 20. It's raining, so it'll be landing in the rain in Hawaii. No, just, I don't actually want to. Yep. Fully controllable. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what I can do about that. Turn right, heading 505. I thought that was the airport there for a second. I mean, I hope that's, that's not the airport we're landing at. Because if it is, then we're grossly underprepared. No, I don't think that's it. So this is where Pearl Harbor is, so, yeah. Yeah, I think that's some of the infrastructure. Yeah, there's the Navy, so that's Pearl Harbor in there. Yeah, well, there is an airport here, but there's an MD-80, I believe, there. That does appear to be an MD-80, but that's not where we're landing. We're landing a bit further on. Because our runway's on an artificial island type thing. That's John Rogers Field. 16.5 nautical mile, 16.6 nautical. Oh, right, because we kind of missed the waypoint. Yeah, that could also be an international airport, I think. What's over there? Yeah, that's where we're landing. So, yeah, that's the thing is I don't know the distance between me and the airport, so I'm not sure if I should be spooling back or what I should be doing. Is that your 1 o'clock? 13 miles? Jesus. Turn right, heading 080. Speed 175. No, pray to God we can slow down fast enough. And report runway in sight. Well, I know where. Acknowledge. Flaps 1. Your report runway in sight. Whoa, Jesus. What did I press? Cancel. I did not. Report runway in sight, Jesus. We are definitely ascending. Yep, I have a runway in sight. Come on. Auto flight off. Have I not got those? Yeah, I thought I should. Cleared visual. Oh, come on, man. Also, you should probably. Okay, now I'm going to pull that up. Pull that in. Is the term, actually. Oh, come on, you're not giving me the thing. You're a bit too low, but that's okay. Extend flaps further. Also zoom out a bit. Also because we're close enough, in my opinion. What are the flaps set to? Position 3, 22 degrees. Yeah, that's good. You can see this also has a center gear leg there. You could, if the aircraft is flying with a lighter load, you can land with that. Like an MD-11 can land without that gear extended. It's called a female landing, I believe. At least that's what I've read. Of course, I'm no McDonnell Douglas expert. I've trimmed this up fully, I believe. Right. Turn to get aligned. Now the thing is, we don't need to land as smoothly because it's only a cargo flight. However, one of these, two MD-11s actually have bounced and killed people. Please tell me we're not moving any faster. Yep. Trim down. That's all red, so that means we're too low. Yeah, auto throttle off. Jeez, come on. That's the nearest tower. NPS. I thought that would be the. Oh, maybe that is the tower. Yes, now we're good. So now we're going to pull back on the throttle. That's the thing. I'm not sure if I'm right.
Approaching 08 right.
That's the thing. That is so confusing. I'm not sure if I think I'm a bit too low now, so pitch up. Also feed the engines a bit more. So feed the engines means give the engines a bit more power. There we go. I do believe... Oh, does that mean I'm too high now? Oh, good God. Yep. Okay, that was a bit of almost a stall. Come on. Nice. We almost tail-striked, I believe, but we didn't. And pitch up to put the nose down gently. Oh, smooth. That was lovely. I'll keep those reversals on, but right, that I just plot those. Right. Request taxi to the gate. Taxi to gate 31 via taxiway. Romeo, Mike, Romeo, Alpha, Romeo, Bravo, Alpha. I have no clue what the NATO term for N is. Right. So we're going to taxi that way. Right. I'm not sure we can make this turn. Okay, I'm sorry, slow mode. It is. I do believe that was a fairly good landing. Maybe the approach was a bit off, but that's kind of also fault of the approach markers. Aren't any aircraft coming in at the moment, are there? I don't want to be blocking runway. Actually, I do, but so that's the point. Ooh, we clipped the sign. Yeah, I don't know why that. I just don't know why the texture isn't loaded. That has never happened to me before. Right, we'll have to cross that thing. That, oh god, causeway, that's it. We'll have to cross that causeway. Is this connected to the mainland anywhere else? Yes, it's connected there. It seems this airport also hosts water runways. Or it also has. It's also equipped with water runways. At least I believe that's part of this airport. Flaps? What flaps? Sorry, spoilers. I said I would need to view it from this side, but kind of forgot. Hold on, actually. I believe just judging by the load, or judging by the fact that the central gear leg is not touching the ground, we could have probably done a female landing. Don't ask me why it's called that. Why did that just disappear? Oh, never mind, it's back. And it's gone again. Don't know why that keeps happening. If they have fences there, I don't know, who would be stupid enough to go out? We clip the fence. Whoa. And we were dipping our toes in, basically. Let's check what this thing looks like with full flaps. Because, we're on the... Is he ascending? Yeah, we got a 737 ascending. Right. We're approaching the gate. Approaching is a bit of a loose term. We're heading
on taxiway, on taxiway.
And I think you get the point, so I'm going to just
on taxiway, on taxiway.
Oh, is that going to take off? Yes, he is. So I'm not going to disturb his takeoff run. Hold position, caution, departing. Cessna Caravan. Acknowledge hold position. We don't need to really stop because that guy is kind of well past us, and we won't clip him. I wonder if we're actually being sent to a cargo gate.
On taxiway, on taxiway. On
carriage
taxiway.
up.
On taxiway.
Ignore that. Well, you know, the fact that we're
On
moving at
taxiway.
1,000
On
knots.
taxiway.
Acknowledge, continue taxi. Taxi to and hold short. Blum dum dum.
On taxiway. On taxiway. On taxiway. On taxiway.
Come on. Come on.
On taxiway. On taxiway. On taxiway. On taxiway.
And slow it up. No, slow it off. Alright, parking brake. And off, 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 off. Yep. Let's watch these engines spool down. That one spooled down, the central engine spooled down. They're all spooling down. Well, let's open the door, which, you know, the doors are on that side. But I think these other doors are on this side, so there we go. Just keep an eye on the rotation. I think they've stopped. So anyways guys, that was a flight from Baghdad to Honolulu in an MD-11. I'm Boss 25. Goodbye.